How have some of the most iconic figures in history used film to carve out their legacies? That is what we're diving into today. Let's kick off with The Wolf of Wall Street. Now, this one's not technically a documentary, but stay with me. What it does is bring Jordan Belfort's high-flying, calamitous career to life. We're talking yachts, we're talking FBI raids, and we definitely cannot forget those infamous Quaaludes. It's almost too absurd to be true. But guess what? Now Jordan uses the cinematic legacy to rebrand himself into a business consultant. And from fame to shame, his story's arc allowed him to hit the reset button through film. Imagine doing that with a documentary. Painting your brand's resilience, its ability to rise like a phoenix. That would be some great cinematography. Now let's talk about Oppenheimer. Yes, the father of the atomic bomb. His life was complicated, full of paradoxes, but have you seen documentaries about him? They don't just talk about the sciences. They dive deep into the complexities and the weight of his choices. It humanizes him. That is what your business's documentary could do. You got a complicated product? A polarizing brand? A documentary could be your platform to articulate your why, your reason for existence. Now let's put the doom and gloom of the atomic bomb aside and talk about Won't You Be My Neighbor. This documentary dives deep into the man behind the persona. We all know and love him, Fred Rogers. Not just a TV host, Mr. Rogers was a lifelong educator and a quiet revolutionary. And one thing he did great was tackle social issues through the veil of children's programming. And that ranged from racial segregation all the way to understanding death. For businesses, this documentary serves as a case study for brand authenticity. You see, Mr. Rogers wasn't selling a product, he was sharing set values. And guess what? People bought into it. They trusted him and they became lifelong advocates for the brand that was Fred Rogers. It teaches us an emotional tethering of your brand to its audience. Because it's not just about what you're selling, it's what you stand for. Now on the flip side, let's talk about Fyre, the greatest party that never happened. This wasn't just about a failed music festival. It was a story of deception, playing fast and loose with truth and accountability.
Just wait until you see what you're getting yourselves into.
But it did do something brilliant inadvertently. It held up a mirror to influencer culture and the power and pitfalls of social media marketing. This documentary has now become a cultural reference point of how not to brand yourself. See, Billy McFarland, the man who was responsible for Fyre Festival, he had a vision, but what he lacked was integrity. His ill-fated event and subsequent documentary has now become academic case studies for marketers, event planners, and legal experts. This is a perfect example of overpromise, underdeliver. And you as a business owner, it's a perfect roadmap to understand what not to do. A compelling documentary on your own brand should be like a tightrope walk of ambition and actuality. Because you shouldn't just showcase your victories, you should also shine a light on the challenges as well. And this will teach your audience that you're not perfect, but you're real and you're accountable. So don't just be a footnote in someone else's documentary. Let's bring your narrative to the forefront. Let's bring your documentary to life. And you can do so by clicking the link below and booking a call with me. Or subscribing. Or both. The ball is in your court. And until next time, I will see you on the next video.